Hey guys, Paul Gettys here, Lowrance Pro. What we're going to do today is I'm going to sort of show you some of my settings on the all new Lowrance Live Sight. Sort of give you some advice, some tweaks that I use that really makes everything work pretty good. So I got my Live Sight actually on my top 12, and then the Ghost, the HDI transducer is actually what I'm using pretty much for my down and my sonar. So let's get into it real quick. All right, so while you're on Live Sight, if you go to menu, what I like to do is I like to run anywhere from 60 to 80 feet across. I keep my downrange on auto. My sensitivity I keep anywhere from 70 to 80 unless I'm really wanting to look way out. And then I'll crank it up a little bit. Under advanced, keep noise rejection off. That tends to help pick up a little bit more. Under advanced, actually that was it. Go to more options. I like one, but you know, it's sort of a personal preference. So you can go to 3 or 4 or 5. One just tends to show up a whole lot better, like this fish right here moving. Actually, it's 2 fish right there. You can see them out here moving. So as you can see on the trolling motor, we're pointing at about 11 o'clock. So got a bunch of fish right out here in front of us. This is the 2D pretty much with the Ghost. Got a couple fish right there below us, and that's the down imaging. The nose cone transducer in the Ghost is really good, really good. So I know there's a little wind noise out here, guys, but if I can get out here and get situated and get all these cameras up, I'm gonna see can I tie this video in with some catching with the Live Sight and learning how to read it. So I'll be back in just a sec. Oh, there he is. There's the old striper. As you can see, good eating size. We're going to take a few home. Oh yeah, they're all over the place right now. See right out in front of us, there's a pack. And 2 loons out there, 1 loon getting ready to come up and start eating again. Oh, there's another one. That one feels a little bit better. A little bit better, not much. A little bit though. You can see, look at the background. Look at them. Absolutely crazy. They're just absolutely everywhere. There, and just hit it right there behind the boat. They're right here behind the boat. Messed up my swimmy. I got us on spot lock here. There's a big school out in front of us. You can see all these right here. You got perch, you got striper, you got spots on the very bottom down there moving around. I tell you what, if you don't have Live Sight or even a competitor's version of it, you're missing out completely, because I'm pretty much just turning this trolling motor, seeing which way they're going, and I can actually make that cast, you know, where before, you know, without looking forward, you just sort of got to get up and wait till you see, you got to get on top of them. So now I can stay off of them and just point the trolling motor whichever way I want to go. Now, even though I'm on spot lock, as you see, it keeps changing, but look out all the way to, you know, 60 feet out here. I'm seeing fish whenever it's turning. So then most of those fish are off to the right that I'm looking at right here. As soon as I pop it, they nail it. I just popped it. I'm getting ready to come through a pack of them right here. See if I can get bit. Yep, just like that. You see, that's them little spots. Actually, that's a largemouth. I don't know what he's doing out here. Guess he's trying to get him a little grub too. You see, here, right here at the boat. But what I was able to do is I was able to sit there and watch my A-rig come by, and they're all following it, and they're not eating it. So then what I can do is I'm sitting here and I'm popping it just to trigger a reaction bite. And as soon as I pop it, they eat it. So you see the little pack out here at about 25 feet. That's exactly where that fish come through. They're about 15 foot deep, coming off the bottom. Just like that. I pop it, and he come back. Now that almost feels like a bigger largemouth or a spot. I don't feel like a striper. Oh no, it's actually a good striper. And see, that's one of those fish that came off the bottom. But you notice right after I popped it, he nails it. So I'm just watching my A-rig come through that pack of fish. And if they're not reacting to it, you know, I pop it. As soon as I pop it, they're nailing it. So keep that in mind when you're actually using Live Sight forward, that you're seeing it real time, so you're seeing it happen. You see him, 25, 30 foot right in front of him, and there's a massive school of them. All right, there's the bigger fish. See them on the graph? See the bigger fish? So all I'm doing is I'm just trying to trigger that bite. That's all I'm doing. All right, Now they moved a little bit to the right over here. They're all sitting about that 15 to 20 foot range, not on the bottom, because they're actively feeding. So you're gonna see. So what I'm doing now is, if I can't even see my A-rig, or even if it's a bucktail or anything else, now I'm just giving it a, you know, a little pop just to see what's going on. There he is. Right where it's supposed to be. Right out in front of that pack right there. Oh, it looks like I got a couple largies. Oh, I got a striper and a largie. I'll tell you how they're bunched up out there. Damn it. All right, guys, so basically, just in conclusion, sort of wrap it up, I showed you my settings in the beginning of my live sight. It's not very much settings to it. Basically, the biggest thing is showing you exactly pretty much, you know, how I've got it set up. Now, the last thing I want to show you is I want to show you the new bracket that me and Rytech Marine have come out with. And now this one's on the Ghost, so we're going to show you that real quick before we go. All right, so that's the new bracket. So now basically you're right there, you're sitting in a forward position. Push it down and use it in down. You just need to switch it, you know, in the setup. And then to say you're in Florida or you don't need your live sight at all, it'll fold back on top of itself and out of the way. So that way you don't have to worry about it. So it's got a notch right here that allows and shows you the perfect angle. And basically, as long as you basically put it in that notch, you've got your perfect 30 degrees every single time. So you've got your down, you've got your store, and you've got your fold with it. So please subscribe, guys, share it with your friends. Facebook, the Lowrance Tips and Tricks group. You can follow me on YouTube, Paul Gettys Fishing. Hit me up at paul@tacticalsonar.com if y'all need anything else. Have a good one, guys. Appreciate you watching. Thanks.